Hello everyone and welcome back to Noire. And I was about to say it was Cole Phelps, but it's not, it's Jack Kelso, because Cole Phelps is in hot water. He can't go after this fire conspiracy, but Jack Kelso can, and that's what we're going to try to do today. See if we can get any progress on this conspiracy. I doubt we'll be successful completely, but we may have a chance to at least gain a little bit more information as to what's going on. First of all, we've got to follow Mrs. Secretary here.
I'm going up to the lakes to watch the races on Saturday.
You're going up to the lakes to watch the races on Saturday, how charming. But I imagine we're going to be warned off it by our boss. Because, you know, especially if he's playing golf into his hat, he's definitely Mr. Moneybags.
Benson? You wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lickman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lickman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
I'm sure you do.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very
happened.
highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
I'm not sure that you do.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
He is definitely part of the same corrupt organisation. You know, regardless of what, actually whoever is in charge, he's definitely part of the problem.
Mr. Kelso?
Thanks, kid.
Oh, I can hold E to skip to my destination. Let's do that. I guess we're by ourselves. We don't have a partner to speak to. Makes sense. Although I do like Jack's car. The nice Chevrolet there. But yes, something tells me our boss is in on the whole conspiracy. Although we don't know what the conspiracy is yet, but it's clearly something. And here we are, back at Elysian Fields. Now, Phelps didn't have much luck here. Hopefully Kelso can do a little bit better, because he's not actually from the LAPD. There's no one here. It's probably a good time to do a little bit of snooping around before someone comes back and we have to do some fisticuffs. Okay, so we've got some building stand
That's not how my
course.
pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners.
Definitely not the correct mix. Okay, that's good to know. Anything else here? Doesn't seem to be. But yeah, it's not that surprising that they're cutting corners if they're trying to build this on the cheap to get the payouts back.
Bulldozing and starting again.
Okay, so incident, things need to be demolished and building material removed. So clearly the LAFD is not, the LA Department of Building and Safety is not too happy with what's going on. That's for sure.
Leland Monroe, the man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed.
Delays will not be tolerated. Understandable. I mean, Leland Monroe's clearly a man with a plan, that's for sure. And there he is there. Mr. Leland Monroe himself. There doesn't actually seem to be anything we can glean from here, though. We've already seen that bit. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else in here that we need to check on.
Hey! You just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso, from California Fire and Life.
I don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off.
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Looks like you do.
Oh, what did I say? I said we would get caught snooping, and then we'd have to beat someone to not to death, but enough.
I came to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died. You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
That was a very quick cut between the fight and the between the thing, but I managed to keep a lid on it. I managed to keep my hat on, as that achievement there in the top right says. But yeah, clearly there's some very major conspiracy going on here. It's just we don't know the specifics. But it looks pretty much like they build things on the cheap, demolish
The
things.
place falls down and then they bulldoze it. What gives here?
I'd imagine they are trying to hide some evidence, Jack. Because they wouldn't... Not... Oh... Here we go. Wood not for construction. Well, that kind of makes sense. Now we need to find a way for Jack Kelso to actually kind of pay attention to this a bit more. I wonder if we can find another piece of it. Well, there was something around here. Because the kind of sound played. Aha, here we go. This is...
Try to piece this together.
Well, it's quite clear what it says, Jack. Not for...
That's not right.
Yeah, I get that, Jack. Let's do this bit. Keystone Films.
Keystone Films? Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
Absolutely. So this is clearly wood which is not intended for construction purposes. Jack? You might need to go. Yeah, Jack, time to run. Shoot at the driver to slow down the bulldozer and aid your escape. Gotcha. Always right there. Go, go, go. Run, Jack, run! Is he just outwardly trying to kill us? I mean, I guess he's,
Oh, shit.
Yep, that's a fairly accurate thing to be saying. But I'm guessing this is because he has orders from the conspirators. Of course, we still don't know quite who they are. Oh, cool.
Come on, Jack.
Yeah, come on, Jack. You need to go. That didn't end very well. Let's try that again. I don't know if turning around and shooting is the best idea. I think the best thing might be to do is just run, to be honest. And clearly this guy's come back again to try kill us, but honestly, can't be that. It must be a huge conspiracy if he's trying to kill us all the time. Okay, Jack, time to run. Also, this is a very weird camera angle, because this camera angle's literally never been used before in this game. Just keep on going. Keep on going. Honestly, the best thing we can do is run. Goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Okay, we might actually need to... No. Okay, we clearly do actually need to stop him, otherwise he will catch up with us. Either shoot him or slow him down enough. Otherwise, we're never going to escape. We're going to keep on dying. Right. Time to run, Mr. Jack Kelso. We need you to aid Phelps here. Oh, goodness! I thought I had a bit more time to shoot him. I will not skip this action sequence. I'm going to have another couple of goes. If I still don't get it then I will carry on. But I want to see if I can successfully beat this guy. Yeah, you know, I guess being around with the bulldozer would not be a very fun outcome, that's for sure.
Son of a bitch.
Time to run, Jack. We'll do our first stand up here, I think. Okay, go. While he's slowed down. See if we can get to the next bit. Come on, get to that middle area. I can hear him coming. Go, Jack. Oh, we needed to jump over there, that's why. Run, Jack, run. You're so nearly there. You're so near there, Jack. Come on, you can make it. Buy us some time. Get up the ladder. Jack, get up the ladder, I'm panicking! Aha, we made it. Are we going to shoot him? Oh, come on, shoot him, please. Oh, Jack, don't go in your car. I want you to shoot him. Really? We're not shooting him? After he tried to kill you? Get out of the car. If he's still there, I want to go back and shoot him. Guess we don't have a chance to. Never mind. Let me go investigate this film studio, I think. Because having... using wood for construction from a film studio, which is presumably going to be rather shoddy timber, doesn't feel like a good thing to be doing. Kelso, badge 1247.
Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is 658 North Wilton Place. Is there anything else?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, let's go to Keystone Films next, and we'll work from there, I think. But yeah, of course he's going to kind of fall through the roof if they're using wood from a film studio, though I'm surprised they're quite so blatant about it. You know, with the wood saying kind of, look, there's this is used for film sets, not for construction. I'm surprised they're so open about it, because presumably, I guess Lou Buckwalter maybe even saw that they were using shoddy construction materials, and actually it wasn't an accident, but they purposefully killed him because he was going to kind of speak up about it potentially. Or maybe he just died as a fault of the shoddy wood equipment.
I work for California Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
No, not here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since '41. Never quite made the transition to talkies. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working on a housing development over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
Okay. We're going to hop it, but I really suspect that we're going to be ambushed by someone. And of course, Elysian Fields are the ones who are tearing this place down, which makes sense, because then they're going to use the wood for their own benefits in their construction. In here to the screening room, see if there's anything we can see here. Presumably something of use. A nice old camera. So we need to change things around a bit. Okay, let's go up one. Make sure the focus is right. Oh, that's too blurry. There we go. And I think we need to put it into forward because it's in reverse at the moment. There we go.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times.
Doctor.
District Attorney Don Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company. You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity. I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition.
It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor.
Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry.
And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser.
So, how is your new development selling, Leland?
Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray. And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public housing.
God damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now, that's why we fought this goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money.
The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
Of course, Curtis.
So, when will the freeway bond be passed on? It still has to be ratified. Takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
I'm surprised that such a important meeting of important people that they would film it. That feels like something that they wouldn't really do. I mean, clearly that's all the important people of the town. So we had the assistant fire person, we had chief of police, Worrell, our own fire and life investigator, the chap we saw, and a couple of other important people as well. Definitely all the big cheeses there in that meeting.
Operator, I'd be glad if you'd put me through to police dispatch.
Putting you through now.
This is Jack Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Jack, how can I help?
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
With green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Luke Buckwalter.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Putting the call through.
Hello?
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door. We can talk then. Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks for your help.
Well, goodness me, we're really being shunned away from this case. Anyone who's anyone really wants us to force Elsa Lickman to take this money and leave, because it's clearly such a big conspiracy involving all the big names in the place.
I don't suppose I'll make a plea, 'cause baby, you know I'm guilty.
Did Phelps just come in to wave and that was all? Looks like it. All he did was come in, wave and then leave again. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. And Jack and Phelps gonna meet? Very much potentially so. Aha, yes. Oh, don't get involved, it's only gonna make things worse. Phelps, don't follow him, what are you doing?
What were you doing with him?
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man. And you have placed him in great danger. You've involved him in something, and he has no idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves the chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
I like how Phelps was so angry about Elsa meeting him in an alley, despite the fact that's what they asked. Please don't have sex in the alleyway. That's clearly what they asked him to do. Okay, we've got to go do another film site. Elysian Fields Housing Development number 2. Don't know if there's going to be anything there. There may not be. There may be. We'll have to see. But yes, definitely Kelso's getting into a lot of trouble with his superiors, as Phelps has done as well. Okay. Back at the Elysian Fields site again. I think we're going to have to end up fighting someone, because really I don't think we're supposed to be here, even if we are a fire and life investigator. Is there a way for us to get in? Not via the front gate, that's for sure. Question is there another way? And is someone watching? Oh, there's a light on there. Why is there a light on? It's a creepy horror movie. Here we go. We should probably have our gun out. Well, we've got our torch out, if nothing else. Oh, hang on. There's a clue somewhere. A light switch. That doesn't work.
Nice wiring job, fellas. Keep them in the dark.
Oh, it's just glued on. This place really has been built on the absolute bare bones, isn't it? Goodness me. Now, why is there a light flickering here? What's the cause of this? This definitely has horror movie vibes to it, that's for sure. Are we going to be shot?
You lose something, Mac?
Probably.
I thought these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Looks like the snappy repartee has all dried up.
Get on with it.
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Here we go. Punch the bastards.
3 meters.
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to fight 3 of them. This might be one of those cutscenes we're supposed to lose, to be honest. I'm not sure we're going to be able to deal with all of them. This might be one of those unwinnable cutscenes. Yes, it is.
You're a worn, tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk.
As expected, we are being taken out by the Mafia for investigating this whole conspiracy. Come on, Kelso, you need to find an escaping quickly. Or the bad guy's going to go have a smoke.
Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere. The boys introduced themselves. What do you want done with him, Mr. Monroe? Yeah, I know a good place. Pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills behind Griffith Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
Oh, well that's good. We escaped. But I'm guessing we're going to be chased.
Elsa.
Run! You need to run. Sir, I require your rather nice red car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Let me in. 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 Get in the car. Okay, use alleyways and back streets. We need to get to Elsa's apartment. Goodness me, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Wow, we took a big shot there.
Out of my way!
Okay, we need to get to Elsa's apartment. Obviously, there's a few people here who would rather we are dead. So we're going to have to find a way to make this work. We'll go down this way. A few people on foot, a few people on the road as well.
Owns the city. Owns the cops. I need to find Elsa.
To be honest, I think he owns everything.
Please, damn it!
Okay, that might be one of them down.
I ain't got time for this.
We definitely have time for this. We need to deal with these guys.
I'm in a rush.
I know you're in a rush, but goodness me. Get them to crash.
Can't you see what's happening?
If we get them to crash, that would be the best option. You need to turn around, Mr. Kelso, and quickly. I don't know if they're going to manage to turn around or not as well. I think they might be stuck on those walls. I think we're doing okay. I think we've made it so far. But we may get more cars coming in for us, so let's get to Elsa's as quick as possible.
Is that the last of them?
Almost certainly not the last of them, but we'll have to see. Get to Elsa's. We just need to get to Elsa and warn her, because I imagine she's going to be taken out at the moment as well, kind of on the same orders as we were being taken out on via Lena Monroe. So I have to see. This is a very nice red car, though. Oh boy. Apologies, sir.
Hey!
I think we'll turn left here on... Is this Sunset Boulevard? It's definitely Sunset something. Get out of the way. I'm an important person, and I almost nearly got killed 3 times, or however many times in this episode. We need to get to Elsa. And we're nearly there. Excellent. Here we are. I don't know if we're shot, but we are definitely rather hurt. I presume Phelps is going to be there, because last time we saw them having sex in an alleyway. So I guess they went back to continue that at Elsa's. But good on Jack. He said he's going to wash his face before he goes in there. Although he's still got blood on his face, and it's quite clear he's been in a fight. Interesting, very interesting indeed. As expected.
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
And he's fainted.
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
But if we call the ambulance, then he's going to get taken out again, because presumably the ambulances are also in the kind of pocket of Lena Moreau, or at least someone powerful within the city. The truth is out on Legion Fields despite Leon's Monroe's best efforts to bury it. So I guess we're going to have a bit of a panning session now between the 3 of them, which is not going to be awkward in the slightest. But first, another flashback.
Satchel charges on the cave entrance from above. Covering fire on weapons team. Look for snipers in the trees. You know the drill. No risks, no heroes, no prisoners.
You want some roast on this one, Sarge?
No, you guys have done enough. Head back to Webb's. We are going to blow every cave we come across. Close them down and move on, people.
Damn. I was hoping to get me a samurai sword.
Skipper says that Phelps has fallen behind again. He's got his fire teams checking every cave. He's lost another flamethrower. He wants you to get over there and hurry them along.
Ho, boom. Weapons company.
Sir.
Sir.
We have a major cave complex in front of us, Hogaboom. I want flamethrowers and BAR teams to clean it out.
Begging your pardon, sir. But if it's a big complex, why don't we bring the Shermans in? They could pour it in there.
We can't wait for tanks to be brought up. I'm already behind.
Then blow the cave. No skin off our nose. Bury them.
We are going in there and clearing them out. We are doing it by the numbers, Sergeant. Get your team in place. We're moving out. Mount up! First fire team and flamethrowers. Head in!
Where's he going? Where's who going?
The big cowboy. He's going in.
Who gave that order?
You did.
More of Phelps not being able to control maybe his emotions, but also just not be able to control his soldiers, the people underneath him.
Hello, Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for him.
I just wanted to apologize for...
You don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
Something tells me that's not going to happen.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
Do you think I fell down the stairs?
So we're going to use this assistant DA to kind of push for Leland Monroe and everyone else's conviction, because he wants to be the next DA, and he thinks that going after this corrupt government would get him elected as DA, and he's almost certainly right. But I think we will leave it there. We will carry on our push against this rather dramatic part of arson. I don't know if this is kind of the big final story. It kind of feels like it. Or if it's just a kind of couple of case things that we're going to deal with something else. But definitely Leonard Monroe is in our sights. He's definitely our main target, along with kind of the rest of the corrupt people of this place. But more of that to come soon. For the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.